Welcome to the AI and Future of Work podcast. I'm Marcus Chen, joined by Sophia Rodriguez. Today we're diving deep into emotional AI for nomads, automating client care without losing the human touch, and how it can transform your life as a digital nomad. If you want to work smarter, earn more, and reclaim your time through AI, you're in the right place. Let's get into it.
Let's make this actually work for you. We'll be practical and ethics forward the whole way. Today, we map a one-day pilot you can run, plus templates and guardrails so your automations help relationships instead of hurting them.
Quick hook. Imagine two freelancers. One loses a $3,000 monthly retainer because they missed a slow, unhappy signal from a client living 3 time zones away. The other keeps the retainer because an AI nudge flagged a tone change in 3 emails and suggested a brief, empathetic check-in. The client felt heard and stayed. By the end of this episode, you'll have a working plan to build that same sentiment-to-action pipeline in a day. Detection, routing, suggested outreach, and human approval. Let's start with the pain. Time zones break immediacy. Asynchronous chat blurs emotional cues. Overload buries at-risk clients. And churn is expensive. Losing a single retainer often costs more than any automation subscription you'll buy. In rough numbers, missed early warning signals can double churn rate for small service businesses, and teams report spending 3 to 6 hours a week triaging client tone instead of delivering value. The problem is real and measurable.
The AI pattern we recommend is simple but precise. 1. Sentiment detection on messages and call transcripts. 2. Signal routing into a triage queue. 3. Scheduled micro touchpoints, short personalized outreach. And 4. Human-in-the-loop approval before sending anything that could impact a relationship. Ethics are core. Explicit consent for analyzing messages, minimal data retention, and transparent opt-outs. The human plus AI advantage is about amplifying empathy, not outsourcing it.
Now, the stacks. For a solo nomad, Notion as the lightweight CRM, Make, formerly Integramat, for orchestration, ChatGPT for drafting and tone adjustment, and a sentiment API like Hugging Face or OpenAI's text classification for detection. Pros, low cost, quick setup, full control over drafts. Cons, more manual orchestration and occasional API limits. Here's the exact prompt/stack we use for the solo flow. Notion stores messages. Make watches new messages. Sentiment API returns score. If score less than 0.4, create a draft in Notion and call ChatGPT to generate an empathetic reply template assigned to you for approval. For small teams, HubSpot or Close for CRM, Zapier for orchestration, Whisper or Otter for call transcription, a custom sentiment layer, open source models or commercial API, and Slack or an internal dashboard for triage. Pros, enterprise-grade routing, multi-user approvals. Cons, higher cost and slightly longer setup time.
Implementation checklist. Start small, but think big. Step 1. Get client consent language into your onboarding and ask permission to analyze messages for service quality. Step 2. Pick your stack, solo versus team. Step 3. Build a simple pipeline. Incoming messages, transcription if voice, sentiment label, positive, neutral, negative, plus confidence. Step 4. Create 3 automation outputs, a suggested message draft, a short async voice or video summary, and an escalation flag for human review when confidence is low. Here are 3 example prompts you can paste into ChatGPT or your LLM. 1. Sentiment analysis prompt. Classify this message for client satisfaction on a 0 to 1 scale and give a 1-sentence rationale. 2. Email tone adjuster prompt. Rewrite this draft to be empathetic, concise, and retain the client's key points. Keep it under 120 words. 3. Async voice summary template. Summarize the last 3 interactions into a 30-second brief with action items and suggested owner. Use these as modules. Swap in tokens for client name and project context.
Wiring steps in practice. 1. Hook your inbox or CRM to the orchestrator so every client message flows into the pipeline. 2. Transcribe calls automatically with Whisper or your preferred tool. 3. Run sentiment detection and record score and confidence in the CRM. 4. If score is below threshold and confidence is high, auto-generate a draft reply and a 1-line context summary for the human reviewer. 5. If confidence is low, create an escalation ticket and route to the account owner. 6. Log every automated decision in an audit table so you can review false positives and tune thresholds. These are the exact wiring steps you can complete in a day if you keep scope to one project or 10 high-value clients. Real results. A quick before-after. Before, a solo consultant had 22% turn among monthly retainers and spent 5 hours a week hunting for unhappy clients. Outreach was reactive and generic. After implementing a sentiment nudge pipeline, turn dropped to 12% over 3 months. Weekly triage time fell from 5 hours to 1.5 hours, and renewals increased because handoffs to humans happened earlier. Sample before message. We haven't heard from you about the next deliverable. Sample after, AI suggested and human approved. Hi Mara, I noticed a few delays this month and want to make sure our timeline still works for you. Would a 15-minute check-in help? I can adjust deliverables to match your priorities. That small shift kept the client on retainer.
Potential pitfalls and how we avoid them. First, false positives. Don't let low confidence flags send messages automatically. Require human approval below a conservative threshold. Second, privacy. Add consent language, log minimal metadata only, and provide an opt-out. Third, authenticity erosion. Present automations as drafted suggestions, not final messages. Rotate occasional manual check-ins to preserve the human relationship. Finally, keep an audit trail so you can explain decisions if a client asks. These mitigations map directly to the risks we talked about: misclassification, privacy, and over-automation. The human plus AI advantage means humans remain decision makers.
CTA time. If you want to run the one-day pilot we described, download our pilot checklist and template prompts at nomadlifesuccess.com/AI tools. The checklist walks you through consent language, stock selection, wiring steps, thresholds to use on day one, and a short audit template. We'll also include both the solo and small team stocks and the exact prompts we mentioned so you can copy, paste, and ship fast. This changes everything for Nomads, but only if you iterate ethically and measure outcomes.
One last quick recap. Start small. Pick 5 to 10 retainers or a single project. Use simple tooling to detect sentiment. Always surface drafts and require human approval for sensitive outreach. Track retention and time saved as your primary metrics, and keep transparency with clients. Start small, but think big. Once you prove lift, scale the approach across your business.
That's our complete breakdown of emotional AI for Nomads, automating client care without losing the human touch. Remember, automate the ordinary, amplify the extraordinary. Head to nomadlifesuccess.com/AI tools to access our full AI toolkit, including Dream Guide AI and LifePath AI. While you're there, check out our online courses and audio courses. Subscribe and we'll see you in the next episode. Automate the ordinary, amplify the extraordinary.